Hey, is my voice gonna crack? Yes, it is. Hello. If you are stumbling into this live stream, welcome. This is gonna be a little chaotic, but also maybe a little less me talking, a little more productivity. For those who've been around, who've been waiting. Phoenix, I see you. Hello, hello, hello. I'm getting over a summer cold, which we all know not only punches you in the face, but like uppercuts and slams you on the floor a few times. So I've not done anything since our last stream because whether or not I was aware, I think I mentioned something towards the end of the stream of like my throat feeling ticklish or something. Yeah, I got sick. Getting over it, but it comes and goes in terms of like my throat doing things. The chat is also on my end doing a weird thing. I'm not entirely sure why it's doing that to some and not others. I don't know, maybe it's just being weird. But Kitty is also here. Hi, Kitty. Hello. I'm the sick one today, so you can just be. I hope you are healthy. I don't want to jinx. You stay healthy because I know you get sick a lot. But it's me today. Trying to stay hydrated with cool water because the heat, y'all know that the heat and the summer cold are just like torture. But we're gonna do a few sprints today. We're gonna try to initiate momentum again. My head's at least clear enough that I've cleaned out all but one of my email accounts so far in the past 20 minutes. So that's how I start. We start very slow, getting things productive. And if I pull up my Habity Babbity, you can see I have a few things on my to-do list, and those red ones have been there since last time. So I'm gonna finish checking my emails, and I'm going to do my language study for my first sprint. Because I've started using Lingo Legend again. I only am using Duolingo until my super thing expires, which is December, so it's gonna be a minute. I'm gonna check in once a day, but I'm primarily using Lingo Legend. And then I will be working on that level 2 duck board so I can print it and we can keep track of our points that we've been banking. So that's kind of the plan today. It's more of a take care of myself Tuesday than a to-do list Tuesday because I'm not expecting too much to come out of this very tired, droopy brain. But we're here to hang out, and usually hanging out with you guys makes me feel better anyway, so it's a little bit of give, a little bit of take. I did start out not muted and the chat's up, so this is a good start. For a second I saw that word in here and I was like, have I been talking for 3 minutes without it? But thankfully we did not have the mute on this time. Drinking lemonade with dragon fruit syrup. That sounds really, really good. I've had a lot of lemon water the past few days. Kitty's doing good. Has another dentist checkup tomorrow, but feels fine. Well, I wish you the best recovery and easy process with that. Because again, teeth stuff, that's a no-no. We do have Willow sleeping in like the perfect spot back here though. Like, comfy girl. I think Atreyu was also in the living room, but he's just out of view. He's like over here by this couch. So, and this blinding white light will eventually go away as the hours go on. It's not that bright to me because we have like one of those very screeny window things, but apparently the camera thinks it's just bright. That's the stairway to heaven right there. So be careful. Oh, something's happened and I went too fast before I could catch it. FedEx is working on genealogy tonight, working on getting the Canadian citizenship. Ooh, that'd be a much better climate for you, FedEx. Just because if it's north of me, it's probably a lot cooler the majority of the year. I hope you can get that. Absolutely. What do you need us to do to help you get there? And also maybe take us with you. But I'm also looking, I don't know. I think my travel thing has like branched out to like, dang, I wish we had, shoot, what's it called? Sick Brain? I keep wanting to call it United Healthcare. It's not United Healthcare. That is an insurance company. The thing where it's everybody gets healthcare and it's not stupid expensive. The National Health, blah blah blah. It has its own flaws, absolutely. But for someone who doesn't go to the doctor, I think it would be better. Maybe I'm not worried about diving deep into it. Just a thought that I've come across a lot in all the like Europe travel people stuff. I'm like, I like that. And Kitty is reading for her readathon, which I think began this past Saturday, so yay. I did finish the audiobook whilst being sick, Snowflower and the Secret Fan. Such a good book. I don't feel like it's a book I could write just because I always go for like a defined plot, especially like a fantasy plot, something like that. Whereas this one, I guess, would be possibly considered literary fiction with the historical. It was pleasant if you can, especially if you can get to the audiobook. I thought the narrator was very nice. I do recommend it, and I'd finish that for book club, which we'll talk about that. I think book club's end of the month at some point. I've not made much progress in my physical books though, which, to be fair, it's been me on the couch watching lots of YouTube. I've learned a lot of things about animals and a lot of One Piece. That was my sick binging marathon of TV and whatnot. Taking care of yourself is important. We'll keep you company and have you feeling better in no time. We're awesome medicine, absolutely. And Ian is here. Hi, Ian. Absolutely, teeth stuff suck. Oh, Phoenix was looking at the happy girl sleeping. And yes, also the Canadian citizenship. We like. I figure I'd be better off in so many ways being in Canada. Oh, universal healthcare. Yes. Yeah, that is the word. I know we are not in the society that will ever adapt that, and that is a shame. But we don't talk politics here because it is so messed up. So we can all dream of said universal health care in other places. So Kitty's been stressed. The readathon is so fun, about a lot of strategy, and keep having to make choices, which I'm not good at. So I end up reading a lot of books at the same time. Oh, okay. So it's one of those where like you get points for certain categories or something. Ian's also been on a YouTube binge, and the Far Cry binge. Far Cry, yes. Yes, I noticed you. I had to get through all the chat because we can't leave anybody out. I may be slow today, but I'm not leaving anybody out. Yeah, I've seen you're still doing your video game streams, and I'm just excited that we got sort of a new announcement on Kingdom Hearts 4, which in theory they're slating for 2027. Will it actually happen? I don't know, but it did at least get me to like put our Kingdom Hearts game set back on the PlayStation, so when I feel like it, I can prepare and replay a couple of the games. I've already replayed 1 and 2, so I don't think it'll happen anytime soon because that's more of a winter event for me, but it's there in case I have the inspiration. I wasn't feeling great. I binged BBC docs mostly, stuff like their Hunters, Genealogy Across the Pond, and stuff about education of special interest. Interesting. It's very competitive, team-based with complicated points and rules. That doesn't sound like something I want to do. Old me would love the competitive, like, get in there, take down the other team. Current me wants everybody to just do their thing, and especially current me with the head fog is just kind of watching it all happen. Never got back to reading the book I was reading last time. That was my original plan for tonight, but then I needed to get to this, so that's good. I mean, this is like a more focused to-do listy thing. So like, if you feel like you get to a point where you're like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, you can go back to reading the book. Whereas we all know I have so many things on the list. There's never ooh, what do I have to do now? But we are gonna start with just like just the little things that I know I can accomplish today and just feel like something is off my list. Because we will at least get to stream again on Thursday, which is going to be fun because I have Thursday off, and I'm praying that I'm also healed and I can just like catch up on everything. It does sound wild for a readathon. That's like, that is the intense, like that's a booktuber. What's the level above booktuber? I don't know. I feel like even though there's like Bookstagram people and like Book Talk, I think Booktuber, because it's long form content for me, sounds like it's bigger than those, but that is for real book reader, insane levels kind of readathon. Yes, it's been years. Kingdom Hearts. I had Beloved from Kingdom Hearts looping at my wedding as everyone waited for it to start. Don't plan to get back into Kingdom Hearts though. That's totally fair. I don't, from what I've seen of the trailer, I'm already like, did they not show the Disney bits because they're not ready? Or does this have more Final Fantasy vibes than the Disney vibes? So we'll see. We'll see. Kitty chooses like 1 or maybe 2 readathons like this complicated one a year, and preferably no month-long ones because that's too much stress. Absolutely, that's a lot. Like, this is one is probably, what, a week? I can see dedicating a week, but it's also, how many books can you, like, actually read in a week unless you're, like, only doing that? Normal people probably can't read as many. Yeah. We've talked about that, Phoenix, where like the pressure just makes you not want to do the thing, so why do the readathon where you're pressured to do it? Kitty also has to be in the mood for it, for a competitive readathon, because it feels very different than the normal chill mood reading. And Phoenix left the Final Fantasy at 10. I think I've started 10. I have not finished it because I was not in the mood for a big game when I started it, and I quickly stopped playing it. But my husband says that's wrong and I have to finish it, and I said maybe. No promises. I don't need to put this on yet. I'm checking emails and doing my languages. So I think I've showed you guys Lingo Legend before, and I think it has a browser mode. Is there an actual web page for it? Lingo Legend. It does have a website. Okay, but it just links you to the app. So I'm just gonna put the name down in the chat for those who haven't heard of it, so you know what I'm talking about. But the reason that I've gone back to Lingo Legend is, especially if I'm focusing on, like right now I'm trying to focus on primarily French, because I'm like, Disneyland Paris is on the bucket list, so I could at least try to learn French and make that trip something. So I'm like, let's say I just focus on French, it is on here. Whereas like Welsh isn't, and I really like learning how to say I'm a dragon in Welsh. So I did Duolingo, but all that to say, Lingo Legend is nice because it's very much gamified. You have a farm option and an adventure option. The adventure option is kind of like memory cards or flashcards. You get your flashcards, but also you're in a little battle setting. So you'll typically have an opponent. I'm not going to click on it because I don't want to do a battle right now. You'll have an opponent, and then you'll have like different different attack cards and defense cards, which are just like randomly shuffled and dealt. But if you say, okay, I have 3 moves each turn, and you want to attack, as long as you get your flashcard question right, the attack is successful, or the defense is successful. So it's really just, do you remember the things? And it's practice, but you feel like you're doing more because you get to beat something up and like proceed with. There is a whole like quest line in the adventure. I'm only on level 15 for the adventure because I get bored of just the flashcard battles. But in Farmstead, I am level 26 because I can show you my farm. Over the course of the game and your learning adventure, you can like solve daily quests and whatnot to unlock different things to grow and like make different recipes. But also all your creatures are like little llamas, and they're super cute. Let's go this way. I can't click it. I can't click it. Go the other way. There we go. It's not giving you the best quality, but like you hatch them, and when you are practicing your language, you give them energy to farm or fish or whatever. So it can seem like a lot. You don't have to necessarily do everything when you log on. You can literally just go to the barn and train your guys and maybe make something. That's how I started it, but then I realized I want to do the daily quests, so I'm playing it more. But as an alternative to Duolingo, with a little bit more gaming, and like I think it gets you motivated more because you can, if you want, watch ads to do more study, or you can support them, whichever you choose. Regardless, it's a fun app. There's my TED Talk. There's my unsponsored plug. But Lingo Legend is a lot of fun, and I just hatched this guy. You can't tell in the screen, but it's a fox skin on there, but it's like a crocheted fox skin. So I'm actually gonna name her Kit Kat. We're gonna name her Kit Kat and keep her. So yeah, it's something different. I think for me, it's a lot more interesting than the Duolingo paths. Also, it doesn't get mad at you. Like, you can turn off your notifications, but it doesn't, like the app icon doesn't get mad at you if you don't check in when it wants you to, which honestly may be the main reason where I'm like, I don't want to do you anymore, because it's that pressure we're talking about, Fenix, where it's like, you have to do me, and I'm like, no. Denied now, I don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, for those interested, it's got a good range of languages, definitely most of the bigger ones, but I think they're always adding more. Sorry about the sniffles. Kitty was saying it was a 2-week readathon, has read about 10 books for it so far. Don't ask me how that worked. I won't. I trust you. I'd say you don't need to finish it unless the urge hits, and I've been trying to get back to learning French. Yay, we can both study French! Especially since I'm researching my French-Canadian family at the moment. The games to practice do actually sound like fun, and it is super cute. You're not naming her Foxy Opportunity Mixed? I know. But I was initially thinking Kitsune, like the Japanese word for fox, and then I was like, Kit Kat. You're gonna be Kit Kat. Because you can, like I said, you can hatch them with different everything. It's fun to just play around with, even if you don't use it like daily. Just, you know, it's better than Duolingo. Okay, that being said, I need to pull up our timer so we can do our first sprint. Also, because I've already realized I've been talking for 20 minutes. That was not the plan for my throat. So let's get into our first sprint. I need to finish checking emails, and I am going to do my language study for today. So popping up that 30-minute timer, and let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, go! We are back from that sprint. I'm nearly finished with this little round, but I did actually want to show you an example. So a lot of the languages I've studied on here, once you get to a certain point, rather than it just being like, here's the word options or here's the meaning and select it, those questions do exist. But here you actually have to write it out. So it'll give you all the letters, but you have to type it in like that. So it's like, what is that? So I think that helps with spelling, especially because I feel like a lot of the study, if you're just hitting the meaning, you don't really like internalize it as much as if you were like handwriting. So I think spelling it out does give you that little extra thought to make it stick in your brain. And then they get points, and she has a little pumpkin on her butt. It's fun, it's cute. I did finish checking my emails. I did not quite, I wanted to do one more on these, but you get 40, oh, you cannot see that at all. You get 40 energy per day, each lesson is 10. So some days I'll do just the minimum, and some days if I just want to sit there and study, I can throw on a quick 20-second ad and get 40 more energy, and I don't think they have a limit on that anymore. So I can just do it all day, and I don't watch the ads. But I will probably do a couple more because I wanted to get this Lola some energy back because she's my fisher. She's got the best fishing ability, and I need her to go fish. Thog wanted to fly solo or Thog's daughter, hello Thog, wanted to fly solo tonight, so she got some wine and garlic bread and lottery tickets, and we're both playing 5 times tonight. Wow, you're gonna have a good, what day is Tuesday? Isn't this your day off though? Is this one of your days off? I'm about to blow my nose soon. Ah. Sounds like you created a great night for yourself. Absolutely, it sounds like a good time. Pretty sure I know what I need to do next. Join the American Canadian Genealogical Society. Pretty sure then I'll have access to the docs I need and a way to get translations. That being said, I'm stepping away from that project tonight, and I ended up eating and cleaning Moto's litter box. It was too stinky. Hi Laura, hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, that sounds like it's a multi-step process, so at least you found the next step and you can get to that when your brain is ready for it. Like I said, once I finish the languages I want to do today, I'll probably just work on the level 2 board for Duck Run, because we've been banking points, and my husband's like, when can I move my ducks? And I said, I'm sick, don't come after me. Actually, he wasn't bugging me about it. He's like, how can I make you feel better? And I said, meh. That's more of a true story, which I think I can switch over to show you. Ooh, I have all those buttons up. No, you don't worry about that. Don't worry about those. This is where the board is at currently. So when I finish languages, I'll switch over to this. I'm just giving it some color definition. Obviously, it's not like the final or anything, but we're still, like, we've tested level 1 enough. I think I've worked out the kinks. So now we need to test level 2. So this may get changed, but we colored. I very quickly colored. I need to properly color in Mount Weasel. But we got like the water and these little safe points in the grass and my little duck. So just quick stuff so we can have a board to play on and track our points and test it out. So we are still testing it. We just haven't, you know, I've not got it printed out, so it's on me. It's on me. Let's see, Laura is working on the climax of this novella and been stuck for months, but also wants to keep reading her new book. Ooh, that's tempting. I understand that because it's a new book and you want to dive right into it. And you've been stuck for months, so we want to overcome it. How long is the new book? How long have you been waiting for the new book? Would the new book possibly give you inspiration for where you're stuck in your novella? Is it related at all? What are these answers? Because maybe if it's the right inspiration, it'll help you break through the wall. However, if it's not the right inspiration, it could make you want to write something else entirely, and then your novella doesn't get finished. So there's a risk there too. Kitty decided on a book, and it's really nice so far. Technically a reread, but it's been probably 10 years since I read it. Well, that's good. I think since you've reread it, you kind of know, you're rereading, you know what it's like. You can at least just go along for the ride and enjoy it for your readathon. Oh, my voice is going. Phoenix now remembers why they stepped back in the first place. Hit the point of the records being from the Catholic Church and in French. Makes sense. Birth records. Lots of that. I love how it's coming along. Gotta get those ducks in a row. Gotta get them ducks. Gotta get them ducks. I'm also wearing my snuggly duckling shirt. It's bigger on the back, but I'll get up later. The new book is 106 pages. Not bad. Not bad at all. I feel like you can blow through that. You can definitely like embrace it. And it's horror, which is a different genre than my current story I'm writing. Well, I mean, you still could be inspired. Like, you could, though the different genre could take you in the wrong direction. I understand that's a struggle. Because part of me says, read the book, because then it'll be done, and then it won't be a distraction. But the other part of me says, do try to work on the novella. At least, like, maybe you can try to do a sprint for the novella and see if you get some motivation going, and then either hit a goal or crash and then go back to the book. Those are the A and B's right there. Speaking of French, I've been falling asleep to learning about the planets in French lately. Also considering trying to tackle reading my favorite trilogy in French. I've got a digital copy of it. All good things. That'll help just all of it just sponge into your brain. Love me some short horror, sounds good to me. I mean, all the encouragement to write, absolutely. Thog spent March and April and May not writing, was sick most of it, and finally wrote 1,500 words the last couple of days. Yay! Cheers. Hydrate. Cheers. Also, I don't know if any of you guys recognize this, because I'll show you something real quick. It's right over here. It's right over here. Small fun story time. Also, this is the back of the shirt. Yeah, snuggly duckling. This cup, I'm gonna have to hold it closer so you can see it just as big. Probably was a Christmas gift from Terry a couple years ago. It's small, and it's small in terms of like the cups that I usually use, because I can just down a bunch of water. So it became my up cup, which is the cup that I keep in the upstairs bathroom. So in the middle of the night when I'm thirsty, I have a cup. But it also keeps out dust and things because it might sit there a bit. Up cup, right? Gifted from Terry. Has been in his view for many and many, many weeks, if not longer. This past weekend, our neighborhood had a garage sale weekend, and I was definitely feeling like this, so I was like, I'm just gonna walk the one block, and if the heat gets to me, I'm coming back home. I did find two Disney puzzles, like big puzzles that were like, they were going for $1 each, and I was like, even if you're missing a piece or two, it's $1 each. It'll keep me distracted. I feel victorious. I'm going back home. Like, this was a few houses in. I come home, and then Terry and his brother come back a little bit later because they want to look for certain things. And Terry's holding something behind his back, and I'm like, what did you get me? What did you find? And so he pulls out, not with the water included, obviously. He pulls out this, right? And I look at it, and right away I'm like, oh yay, you got me a bigger one of the one that you already got me. Like, I'm happy for it because I can hold more water in it. It is definitely bigger. And he doesn't believe me. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you got me the one with the red lid. That's the same design. I know because I look at it and it's Winnie the Pooh and I love it. He goes into the kitchen because we brought it down to wash it. And so he like holds them up next to each other and he's like, God damn it. I'm thoroughly happy, even if it is two of the same. This one I'm gonna use a lot more on the day-to-day, and this one can still stay my up cup. So I feel like I won. But he did not even realize that he bought the same words, same design, just the larger version of the cup. He had no idea. And I got a laugh out of it. Or a brief chuckle, because I was like this and very stuffy. So that's my little story for today. We appreciate him. We appreciate him. And we love all things classic Winnie the Pooh. Like, come on. He knows my taste so well is also so forgetful. This is true. Like, he knows my favorite of things. But there are many times where he's like, ooh, do you like this? And I'm like, yeah, I have it. Like if we're looking at pins or, we haven't really gone shopping to like box lunch or anything in a long time, but there will be times where he's like, ooh, don't you like this? I'm like, yes, yes, sir. This is the other reason why I have to like make a list for my birthday and or Christmas, because he can forget or he can go off list and it's okay, but sir, sir, there's a list. All right, so Laura's plan is to read another chapter tonight, and it's about a mermaid and a plague doctor. Well, that's really like interesting. That's an interesting combo there. So yeah, maybe a chapter becomes the rest of the book, but if you're gonna enjoy it, I think you should enjoy your time today, because you need to be in a good headspace to crack through that climax of your novella. That's our PSA for today. I'm happy for you having a bigger, more useful Pooh cup, which is okay in writing, but doesn't sound right being said, which is why I had to read it word for word. Yes, we love our big Winnie the Pooh beverage containers. Reminder to hydrate if you haven't. We are going to jump into this next sprint though, because Lola is waiting and we need to color in some weasels. So let me pop the timer. 30 minutes on the clock, counting down. Let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, go! Do 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 do. Ah, the alarm threw off my rhythm. Do 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 do. Sorry. I wanted to switch over to the drawing screen and I forgot that it would reset the timer. So there was a little bit of a scramble. I think I had the time guesstimate right. We're gonna say I did, because we're back. Hello. Finished my Lingo Legend stuff I wanted to get done, and starting to just color in these little elements so I can print it out and we can test it. I do really like the color, like the markings on this little weasel. He's adorable. Too bad he's the bad guy. Too bad he's the bad guy. But we're gonna keep him up there until I come back. No, timer, you can't go because you're time out. Hi, Elle. Long time no see. How are you doing? So yeah, that was my sprint. We're just coloring and tinkering, and then I have not tested to see if my printer is still hooked up now that because it's upstairs. It was on a network. I don't know if it's in range, so I might have to go see if it's even plugged in, because it looks like I might have unplugged it. That's okay. As long as I get the page done, then we can move on to the next thing, and go from there. I can mark off. Let's look at our happy babbity. We did our daily Lingo Legend. We're working on the ducks right now, and we're in the to-do list Tuesday, so I'm gonna stick that there. We're doing creative time. Puppies had double W's, so they're good. So after finishing ducks, whatever sprint time we have left, I'll go back to doing tones, which I thought oh, I'm a few pages away from this one there, so let's go up there. No, or yeah. And I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to put into my newsletter, so I'm not in any hurry to finish that today. My brain is still not here, so we're not going to worry about that. We're going to do stuff that we just know how to do, which is coloring and toning, apparently. Oh, you were sick last week? I'm still sick. Sick buddies. Still trying to get back to feeling myself, but missed you all. I'm also recovering from said summer cold. It's so fun. Like, energetically I feel better, but the drainage is hitting me. Like, once we start our sprint, I'm like so it's coming out. It's fine. It'll be fine. Oh, Kitty got distracted by a graphic novel instead of reading her book. Whoops. Phoenix got distracted by a friend texting. Okay, it was a little bit of a distraction thing. It's fine. Elle thinks she had caught a stomach bug. Ooh. That's also not fun. Like, on one hand, you can have a lot of, like, lemonade or, you know, thereabouts. On the other hand, yeah, that's not fun. I had a stomach bug last summer. But yeah, the heat and the sick, Girl, she dragging out. We tired. We're ready to be better and feel like ourselves, because the days are just passing. But yeah, we're trying to embrace what energy we do have. So we probably got another sprint or two in, working on things, or we'll do, I think the sprint on my draw time screen is 40 minutes. So we might just do a longer sprint and knock out the energy that we have. I don't think she's told us the name of the book, but Laura, if you're still around, let us know what the Mermaid and Plague Doctor book is called. What is it doing? I don't know. I don't don't know, my chat's acting weird on my end, but that's fine. Hydrate. Please hydrate. Hydrate for me. I think the next one I need to put lemon back in it. I spent so much of the weekend on my couch that it felt really good to like try and be productive today, because I went to work, which wasn't fun, but I went to work, I did dishes, we sat outside, I took the dogs on a W, and we didn't run into any wheels, I'm not gonna go into details cause sad, but Atreyu has a +1 body count now. Those poor baby bunnies. On the flip side though, where's my baby girl? Baby girl's out of view. But baby girl was so gentle. I was so proud of her because I was worried about her because she has the much stronger prey drive. But she listened to me. And I think she would have, like, to be fair, I don't know if things would have turned out differently in the long run, but she did listen. She was gentle. Atreyu was not. Rip. Trying to get caught up sounds like something I would read. Yeah, I don't know if she's gonna let us know, but we'll remember for next time. Laura, what is that book? She said it wasn't that long, so I might be able to like Google it. FedEx is trying to follow 3 conversations at once. I'm so good at this. Nope. Fog is hydrating with wine. Hey, you know what? It's a liquid. I will accept it. And Elle had jumped on because she saw the ferret. Yeah, the weasel for the duck run board, and had to hop on and chat with everybody. Yes, the weasel. There, we put that back over here. I'll show you where we're at if I hit the right screen. So I'm just putting some color into the page so I can print this out for our alpha test. I'm currently cleaning this up. But we have this one. Who I like. I cleaned it up and I like it. But then this one just turned out so cute. And I'm like, oh, the bad guy is cute. So, yeah, I just gotta color this. And the trunk over here, I'll maybe mess with some saturations just so I don't use all my ink. And, we'll go from there. But we're just gonna zoom in on this cutie patootie. It's cute. Yay for Willow being gentle, sad for Trey's inability to hold back. Yeah, I had thought all the time that he would listen, and he wouldn't, but I don't think he knew how to stop himself. But yeah, I mean, in one hand it's like, okay, sort of circle of life because it happens, but it's one of those where like, oh, I felt like I could have saved it. So I feel like it's on me, but Willow is a good girl. Kitty's gonna go make some tea. Keep thinking I should drink something, but my old tea is not it. Wesley the Weasel. We got a name for, do we have to name the other one then? Gotta name the other one. So we've got, oh, that's the wrong button. That one, and that one. This one definitely sounds like he reminds me of the mayor or the Duke of Wesselton from Frozen. Like, I think his face, I could give him a mustache. I'm gonna give him a mustache. I don't care if they don't normally have mustaches. He is getting a mustache. He's getting a mustache. We're gonna do this and then we're gonna jump into sprint. Oh, that's right, it's under that layer. So we need to move. We're gonna move it there. We're gonna mustache. Mustache. We're gonna shape it. We're gonna just do something simple like that. here. You'll see it once I get the light on it. I should have done it in the darker color first. Okay, I'm not doing it right. I'll fix it. Don't worry, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I just need to make sure I gave it. Okay. He has a mustache. I'll see if Terry notices it when I print it out. He probably will. He notices some things. It just may or may not be the same cup that he got me. There we go. Oh. Now he has a mustache. This is our Duke of Weaselton. The mustache really turns him into a villain. Oh, we gotta keep it then. We gotta keep it. Maybe that's it. I gotta give like one, give him a eye patch and a mustache. Fezzik, Vizzini, or Inigomi for another name for the Princess Bride. Winston. Oh, these are all good names. All good names. But whatever he is, he's now the bad guy. Alright. 8:40. I think we can do a 40-minute sprint. I feel like that will give everybody time to get into the stuff they're doing. And then we can gauge energy levels. Humperdink. That's cute. That's cute. I like Humperdink. I know it didn't pop up here yet, but it will momentarily. There we go, because I have the behind the scenes. Humperdink. Oh my gosh. Humperdink. Very nice. Humperdink. Not feeling creatively inclined with names right now, apparently. Oh, good. We've got... I'm sure if I gave him, like, some scars, and I can make him look evil, like, all I have to really do is... what layer are you on? Do it on a separate layer so I don't mess it up. Like, I just gotta, like, do that. Now he's a bad guy. Give him a scar. Arr. He's an angry... I'm not gonna give him, like, a weapon or nothing, but, you know... Ta-da! He's the bad guy now. Like, it's easy. We've been conditioned to think that someone who looks angry and has a scar is the bad guy. So, conventionally, he's the bad guy. Traditionally, or I guess unconventionally, they're just adorable and it's the circle of life. But maybe also the bad guy. You see. With that in mind, let's get into one more sprint for Sherzies. My ears are starting to like they feel like they need to pop because I blow my nose so hard. I'm gonna go do that and take care of this problem, and then take care of this problem on the screen. So 40 minutes on this timer here. There we go, up on the screen. And then we're just gonna do the thing, guys. We got it. We're gonna kick it 40 minutes. We'll see where we're at when we come back, but let's get it going in 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, so we actually did a good bit in that 40 minutes. That was like the perfect amount of time. I got the bass tones. Again, it's the page isn't finished, it's just the bass tones done for that. And for that. And for that. Then this is the page that I use for my tone references, so I don't have to like try to match them, which I really do love how this page turned out as well. And then we finished. For now, this is what I'm gonna call finished because I need to print it and test it out. I might have to actually change these color ones since they do blend in a bit. Let me try. Where's my dots? I don't know what I did on there. So, safe spots. Okay. I'm going to just make them like this green. That's better. Since those are points you can stop at without being sent all the way back. So yeah, we're gonna try printing this out, but I do need to like go plug in my printer and make sure it actually can pick it up on the network. If not, I'll probably like bring it down for half a second to get it printed, but that's what I got done, and I'm pretty satisfied with that because that actually lets me cross off that and that. Is beautiful. Is beautiful. It's so nice. So I'm gonna save all of those. I'm pretty tapped out. I could not stop coughing for like the last 10 minutes of that sprint. So I know it's a little bit earlier than normal, but given my summer cold, I think we'll probably just have a little chat and then we'll wrap up. I think I said that last time and we did like a 20-minute story time. So I don't have a 20-minute story. I already did the story about the cup. That's it. But overall, I'm happy with what we were able to accomplish. We all seem to get a lot of stuff done or started today, which is really good. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. As someone who hasn't done anything in the past week, I'm proud of that. So, very nice, friends. Marking it off the list. It's still a very long list. That's for healthy me to worry about. What do we get done here? Phoenix finished up chatting with their friend and is no longer distracted. It looked great, totally ready to be tested. Yes, I think it will be a nice challenge for us because the bridges and then the spooky tree trunk are supposed to be like obstacles where you have to roll a certain number to pass it. So we will discuss what that number has to be and test it out. Looks beautiful, love the outdoor stuff. Phoenix was gonna start reading Kathy's book again, but realized there wasn't much time left in the sprint. Yeah, I know. The sprint, it like was going slower and then the last 10 minutes just went by. Love checking goals off the list, absolutely. That's the best part about like To-Do List Tuesday is like, we just gonna do the list and we're gonna get stuff done. And we don't mean to rest so I can feel better for Throwback Thursday. It seems this was a great way to ease you back into things. Yes, it was very nice. Yeah, and I hope, I might, if I feel really good Thursday, I might start a little early. Because I might have a friend trying to call me around 9:30, and they live in New Zealand. So we have been trying to coordinate times for a while. So if everything is good to go, we might start a little early on Thursday, just in case they do call and it's like 9:30ish as planned. We will see, but I should be. I think I'm going to feel so much better. I'm manifesting it. This is all this is going to be gone. Elle has only 6 chapters left of the book she's currently reading, and it's so good. It's called Agnes Aubert's Mystical Cat Shelter. It's about cats and magic, and that's on Phoenix's TBR to read. That's so cute. That's so fun. I'm looking forward to that, like, whimsy. I can just look up books and start reading them. I can add it. I can see if it's in. I can see if it's in Libby. I can at least put it on my TBR. Let us look. Agnes Aubert. Oh, it popped up. First thing I wrote is, they do have the audiobook. I have to place it on hold. About 4 weeks wait? Yeah. I'll place it on hold. I feel like that would be super cute. It's not that long. 11 hours? Yeah. I can wait. Cool. Thank you for the recommendation. I have it on hold now. And eventually I'll finish those 2 physical... I have 2 physical books left on my goal list for this year. The 2 indie books. It's not like I'm not enjoying them, because I did actually start both, but I'm just not in a like physical book reading mood at all. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but maybe when I get back into a routine, I can just do the read before bed thing and knock them out, enjoy them, but you know, also get them off my list. I did request Tinkerbell to my library because they actually didn't even have a copy of it in any form. So I requested it to the library, and the last time I did that, they actually like bought a new copy, and I was the first one that got to read it. So I don't know what their budget is looking like this year, because they had a lot of budget cuts, but hopefully they can get Tinkerbell, because I also need in July the next installment of the Nightmare Before Christmas books featuring Sally as Pumpkin Queen. That comes out in July. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get my hands on that through them soon and get that review done as well. All the things, guys. My brain, I know I'm getting better, because up until maybe today, my brain has not been able or wanted to think of like actually doing things, whereas now, not just because of the stream, but just today in general, it felt like it wanted to plan stuff and like remember like, hey, we're gonna do this and stuff. So it's trying. It's the sick is moving this way. So this part is clear, this part is not. Hi Snazzy, we were just about to wrap up, but thanks for popping in. Haven't read Emily Wilde yet, but I love Heather Fawcett's middle grade dragon book. Can't remember the name right now. Was she the one who did y'all told me about a middle grade dragon book. It was like how to take care of your dragon or something. I think it was a middle grade. I think you guys, I can check out my timeline. It was a while ago, but pretty sure. Oh man, all those, wow. Was it that long ago? I mean, I know it was short. I'm pretty sure I listened to the audiobook. It was just a little dragon thing. This would have been easier if I had just looked up her name. Okay, I think, I want to say we're getting close, but I don't think we're getting close. Why am I still scrolling? There's so many. Y'all have been making me read a lot of books. That's what this is telling me. Oh, the many series that were started and I've not got back to. How am I still going back? I'm in 2022. I thought I read this book much more recently. Now I have to find it. Just Dealing with it's not the same person, but Dealing with Dragons was the book that I was thinking, and I read that in July of 2021. Super cute. Did like that book. So not the same author, not at all what you were thinking of, but that's what I thought, and I was wrong, so the end. Yes, I will read it eventually, and Sword and Slumber was so much better than Rebel Rose. That's good to hear, because Rebel Rose was a disappointment. And you also pre-ordered Shadow the Pumpkin Queen. Very nice. You're probably going to get to these reviews before me, Elle. I mean, get on it. Like, if you're going to start doing your review channel, get it. Totally been thinking about and planning doing things, just sucking at the actual doing part. Action is hard. Action is so hard. Figured I was catching the very end, but at least wanted to pop in and say hi. I've had some stuff going on recently, so I've been hanging out with my bestie every day for stress relief and support. I feel that. I love you. We love you. Take care of yourself and Lottie and your close companions and all the whoever's important. Take care of them. But take care of you and Lottie. Number one. I miss being able to get lost in a book to the point where I don't want to put it down. Glad you have your bestie there to help you through. We're always here in spirit. Yes. We're always on whatever the schedule is. We're here on that schedule. Unless things pop up, but like for sure, if you need anything, you can always reach out to us too. Been doing some reviews, but more of just a blurb, read, and book haul. That's where it starts. That is often where it starts. Again, I never really intended to do book reviews. But I have gotten into that and I can't get out. It's kind of one of those like, oops. Now will they be less and less, and maybe will they stop? I don't know, because they don't, like, aside from you, Elle, I think the like people who watch my like Disney book reviews, they're like, there's a good chunk of people who are just there, so I'm like, I feel some pressure that I have to give you guys videos, even though eventually I want to move away from book reviews, just because like I like to enjoy a book and not have to overthink it, but whatever we have to do, we have to do. Just started the Wizarding Trunk bi-monthly subscription box opening. Oh, okay, yeah, you mentioned you were getting those. And people love subscription box openings. It's like living vicariously watching people open stuff. Yes, love and hugs to all. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Take Care Tuesdays. Not something we're going to use the title for very often, if at all, but take care of yourself on this fine to-do list Tuesday. I need to use the restroom really bad, so I'm going to wrap it up. Make sure you are hydrating, or this is lemon water. Do stuff that makes you feel good, even if it's bitter. Yeah, take care of yourselves. We will be back on Thursday for definitely the usual time, possibly starting early. I'm gonna feel so fantastic. We're gonna start early. We're gonna have all the things done on Thursday, and we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good week. Sending good vibes to everybody. Good vibes. And I have to hit the button, but I'll see you guys.